Hey guys, it's Mark from Snow Only here. Just wanted to send a little video to you. It is important that we kind of try to cover the world in terms of our ski property data. And we are being helped this evening by actually someone that I used to work with or work closely to in Phuket. And that's Bill Barnett has produced a report from his company called C9 Hotelworks. So please feel free to go onto c9hotelworks.com and you can download the report, the Property Market Review 25-26 for Niseko in Japan. When I was living in Asia, I had the luxury to visit Niseko many times, and it is a wonderful destination for skiing and constantly evolving. So while primarily we have a lot of interest in Europe, we do have significant interest in Niseko. So if anyone is interested, you are free to download this report. But I just wanted to share it with you today because I think there's some really interesting stuff there. The report is 5 pages. You can have a quick kind of scan through of it. Some of the stuff that I kind of want to mention to you. Arrivals reached 3.2 million people, expanding. Asia Pacific, a really little bit. As of 24-25, visitor arrivals reached 3.2 million, supported by expanding Asia Pacific air connectivity through the airport, which now serves 44 airlines to 20 destinations. Infrastructure investments continue to reinforce the destination's long-term fundamentals with projects such as Hokkaido Shikosen extension and the new Chitose business jet terminal expected to further elevate Niseko's accessibility and profile among international investors. The property market has closely mirrored this tourism resurgence. Over the last 5 years, residential supply have expanded significantly in Hanazono and Niseko Village, establishing 3 submarkets as key growth drivers. Hanazono, in particular, has demonstrated strong development momentum, with its share of the Niseko residential inventory rising from 22% in 2020 to 31% in 2025. If you've ever skied in Niseko, you obviously have those destinations. If you look at the map where it says here on the Niseko Playa Insight, you have Hanazono to the right as we are facing it, and then Niseko Village and Annapurna kind of as you move around the mountain. Hirafu is obviously the main place, I guess, where the boom always started. What I wanted to kind of show you today, you can see here, I think it's a really interesting graph, 3.1 million of tourism, and then obviously through the COVID era, 2021, 22, it dipped significantly like everyone did, but it's now back to where it was pre-COVID at 3.2 million. You've got the 5 international source markets in winter: Australia, Hong Kong, USA, Singapore, and China. We see that exactly reflected through Snow Only. A lot of business for Niseko. I think pretty much, in fact, all the business for the Niseko that we see through our website comes from Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore. I guess are the main 3, with significant interest from expats looking to buy in the area. Not always in Niseko. There are some other places like Furano, for example, which you can kind of expand to. I guess people feel that maybe Niseko is a little bit more expensive and they want a more of an upcoming market, and the snowfall is super good over there. So that's kind of, Furano is one of the places that people tend to look for as well. Please feel free to go onto our website. There's some really good contacts there, so make some inquiries and we can put you in touch with the best agents in the area. What's quite interesting here, where we're just seeing, is the winter versus summer, which is quite interesting. I think summer is a really good time for Niseko. You can see the numbers are not too far off each other, and they run quite kind of the same sort of curve. Now, what was interesting for me on this, again, you can see all the supply from the condominiums, etc., villas and plots. But here on the condominiums, you can see kind of which ones, where the supply is. And I guess obviously supply is meeting demand. So for the people that are considering buying, this might be some really relevant information. In terms of the villas and plots, people are after the 3-bedroom, not to discount the others, but you can see obviously where that supply is. So just be conscious of that when you're buying. You can obviously, maybe there's less penthouses again. So if there's an option for some penthouses, maybe there's less supply there. So you never know. In ski areas, there's always a lot of demand for penthouses as well. So the interesting data here that we have kind of outlines where the supply is from studio 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, from condominiums, and then the same with villas and plots. What I like on this one, again, lots of really valuable information. What I like about this one is on the property pipeline, even down to 2029, the Chedi Niseko. Obviously, there was the Chedi in Andermatt that was a real success. But even still then, they are building up until 2029. So anyone that thinks they may be kind of like has missed the boom of Niseko, you can see there's still a lot of development in the area, and I think that will continue. There's always been talk of people like big companies like Aman going into the resorts, but as you can see here, the Chedi Niseko opening in 2029, and you can see all the units, more and more inventory coming into the resorts. So I'm sure there is going to be plenty of demand for those type of properties. Anyway, that's the end of the report. I just wanted to highlight the fact that it is available on C9 Hotelworks, and there is a little bit of focus on Niseko. Please feel free to check all the properties on snowonly.com for Japan. Make some inquiries. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your skiing.